What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of PvP Legacy. Today I'm ranking music discs. To start us off, I want to start with Cat. Cat's, well, let's be real, Cat is a classic. Cat has been around for really long. But, when you really look into, what makes up Cat? Why is it so good? Why is it always like a cult classic? Well, I'm gonna tell you, alright? Because Cat, a lot like of the other discs, Cat has a... What is he doing? Are you trying to, like, fall? PvP players are weird, man. Cat has a slow kind of build to it, but when the beat drops to continue, right? When the beat drops, you know, when the beat drops, it doesn't, continue to be... Where it continues to be kind of the same song, the beat doesn't make it any... I'm really struggling for words right now. Apologies. The song stays relatively the same. It stays consistent to itself. The beat drop doesn't make it go absolutely crazy. If anything, it doesn't even get that much louder. The song barely changes. It just adds a few different notes. The beat's a little bit, I guess, higher pitched. But in the end, it's the same song. But what I really love about these kind of like more like older discs is that a lot of the time they tend to quiet down towards the middle, and that's exactly what Cat does. And I think Cat really does it well, because what Cat does is it slows down towards the half of the song, even to the point of stopping, right? Like, the song just completely stops. It slows down entirely. And then after it stops, it starts to try to pick itself back up. It basically rebuilds. And then after that, the song starts popping again with this new kind of sense of, like, refreshness. Because it's the same song, and not a lot has changed, but it has a... Almost, it's a familiar song. It's familiar, but it has this sense of it not being familiar. No, it's a little different, but not quite too different that it's unrecognizable, but not quite the same. It's refreshing to hear, because a lot of the discs tend to get pretty long, so when they kind of switch it up a little halfway through, it makes it, as if the song is two different songs in one, which is really nice. Again, makes it, like, refreshing, makes it a little bit different. Something that I think Cat does very well. So, I mean, again, it's just a classic. You can't really go wrong with it, Did that guy think I was gonna follow him into the void? This guy is... I don't think this person has, like, any, like, actual care to fight back. They just really want to put me in a hole. Did you think I was gonna follow you? Like, what did you think was gonna happen? I'm trying to rank music here, man. I need you to die. Because if I don't, like, do one fight per disc, this video is gonna be way too long. Perish! Die! Well, at least you guys will be able to hear the full song, once I edit in post. So, there's that. I didn't give Cat a score, but I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, because it's a banger. But Blocks, alright, now we gotta talk about Blocks. Blocks is one of my favorite music discs of all time. I love Blocks. It is a really good music disc. It does a lot of what Cat does, but kind of on a different scale, It's a lot longer than Cat is too. I think it's like really, it's a long song, but what it takes from Cat as well. Again, what a lot of the music discs do is towards kind of the middle point of the song, they will switch it up and kind of add something new or take away and then add something different. They'll quiet the song and then have the song build back up, and then basically become a newer version, a better version of what it is, of what it was, right? It's more of like a conclusion, right? right? We got the perfect ending we've always wanted. That's what the endings to these songs. So not really endings, right? It's not just the song ends, right? The song doesn't just end. It concludes itself by just being really good. You really just can't go wrong with Blocks. I feel it's just too good. Blocks is just, again, it's a classic. It's long, yeah, but you know, I can't really complain for how long it is because again, it concludes itself to being just a good song, you know. 8 out of 10 as always. One of my favorites. Can't hate it. Another one of my favorites out is Chirp. Chirp absolutely slaps. Like I'm slapping this guy. This guy is getting slapped. Chirp slaps. Because what it kind of does is it feels almost like, because it has like this kind of like jazzy, like old-timey kind of start to it. But then once the beat drops, then it kind of changes into something a little bit different. And it's beautiful. Alright, Chirp is a beautiful song. I didn't get that shield, that is sad. Alright, I got it that time. Chirp is just, it plays, man. I don't really have a lot of words to describe these songs because, I mean, you really just gotta listen to them for yourselves, alright? If you haven't, or if you just don't understand what I'm talking about, just go give these songs a listen because it's absolutely worth your time. Because, again, you just can't go wrong with classics. Can't go wrong with, you know, good stuff you left. I give Chirp 9 out of 10. If I were to describe Fall in one word, or sorry, Far, is that what it's called? Fall? Far. My apologies. If I were to describe Far in one word, I would use consistent. What? Aqua Prime, what are you doing? I would use the word consistent, because that's exactly what it is, alright? If you've ever heard Far, you would know it doesn't really pick up, but it doesn't really stop, you know? It's consistent almost to the very end, where at the end, it kind of does this little conclusion thing, where it doesn't build itself up, or it doesn't, like, break down easy. What? Bro is conditioned to always say easy a lot. Far is it concludes on itself without having to like really build up or kind of break down the song, you know. It doesn't take away, but it doesn't really add too much. Again, it's consistent, but it's light. It's a light consistency, and you can't complain. Again, the light consistency. I'm gonna die. No, axes are really powerful. I don't know if you guys know, but I would not recommend just eating axe hits to the face. Missed. Got him. Is he gonna say easy? No, okay, that would have been really funny if he did. But yeah, Far is consistent, a light consistency. Unlike Maul. Maul isn't what I would say light, but it is also consistent, but it's a little different type of consistency, because the consistency with Maul is it builds up and then builds down, right? It builds up, breaks down, rebuilds, rinse, repeat, all the way till the end. Doesn't really care to change all that much. Got him. Bazinga. I give Far a 7 out of 10, and I give Maul a 7.5 out of 10 for being consistent, but a different kind of consistency, you know. Next up, I think we got Malahai. I always have trouble pronouncing that one because I never know how to say it. I think it's called Malahai. I've always called it Malahai, so I'm just gonna say it's Malahai. I'm dead. Oh god. Oh lord. Could I punish you for not eating? I did. I won. GG. Malahai is one of those kind of mysterious songs. It kind of leaves a little bit of mystery to it. Some of the discs do this as well. It's also one of the shorter discs as well, which is kind of cool that it's amongst all this, you know, the long kind of like drawn out music. It's a little bit shorter than the rest, which is kind of nice. A little bit different, you know, kind of switching it up. But it also, again, it's a little bit mysterious. If I were to like describe a setting in which Malahai could be placed in, I'd say like a detective like scene where like a murder has been like done and you need to like figure out who the murderer is. I'm really throwing here, man. I gotta like stop being so aggressive. Malahai is a very mysterious. I've been saying that because it's true, alright? I only speak facts. I also suck at this game because apparently I can't seem to get a hit in. I'm just letting this guy like just whack me. I only need one win. Okay. I really gotta try for this one. I don't wanna. Come on. Let's go. Malahai wins. I love the mysteriousness, the mystery of Malahai. 7.5. I love it a lot. What I also love, Stall. I love Stall. Stall is a very good one. Stall kind of starts out with kind of like a jazzy feel to it, you know. Jazz is always a really good kind of like a laid back, kind of like, you know, tone of music. I like the jazz feel of things. Jazz is always nice. It's again, it's laid back. It's nice. And Stall starts out with a little bit of that, you know, laid backness. And then it kind of builds up into being like this, what's the word? 'Cause it's not like it's, you know what? I don't have the words for it, and we're moving on anyway, so. You know, I really don't have the words to describe it, so I guess you're just gonna have to listen to it for yourself. But if you know, you know, alright? Because Stall is a little different from the rest, right? It adds this little bit of extra. Yeah, adds a little bit extra to it, but not too much extra. This fight sucks. I'm dead. Wow. That was boring. Anyway, Stall kind of, it's a slower start, but once it's there, it's there, alright? Because then that's when the flute comes in. Once the flute comes in, oh, it's how you know it's raps. I can't hit the guy. I'm gonna leave this little corner because it's not a safe corner to be in. Once the flute comes in for Stall, you know it's raps, alright? Stall is just goated like that. The flute comes in, the song's building up, and then it kind of slows down a little bit. And it goes back to kind of what it was. Kind of, you know, back to basics, kind of. No. No. No, I let it slide. No. Stall goes back to basics, kind of in the halfway point, and then for a little bit, it kind of just stays that way. Which is kind of nice, because it's... I'm gonna die here again. Oh my god. This guy is aggressively annoying. There's aggressive, and then there's, like, just overly aggressive. Where are you going? Alright, well, I'm just gonna redo this. Get critted. Oh god. I love this game. This was fun. Yay. I've lost my words after that round. Kind of a bummer. Anyway, flute comes in for Stall. Slows down. Flute comes back. Conclusion. 8 out of 10 for Stall. Strad's a little different. Strad is another one of those just consistent songs. Yeah, you can't go wrong with consistency, can you? Nope. Don't think so. But it's a little bit more different. That's more of a grander consistency, because once it builds itself up, you know, the song builds and builds and builds, and then once it reaches its peak, it slows down immediately. It you know, kind of goes back to being a little bit slower, a little bit calmer, and then it builds back up again, and then slows down, and then it slows back up again, and then it concludes. Just like that. Just like that. 8 out of 10. Ward is different, to say the least, alright? Ward is most definitely different. Of all the songs, this person didn't put on their sunscreen. Oh, I missed all those hits. I'm bad. Ward is very different because it starts out as kind of like one of those really creepy songs. Like, you'd think it's gonna be like, oh, Ward's just another, like, weird little creepy song that Mojang likes to add in for lore. Ooh. No. It starts that way, but it's not like that. Because once you realize, oh, it's just gonna be another one of these again, you know, it's gonna be another 11 disc, it stops. And stops and changes tune and starts to build up this, you know, the actual song. And then it kind of kicks off, and it feels more like a, I wouldn't say like techno music, but like, if I were to describe it, I guess you could put Ward in the setting of like futuristic, you know, something like cyberpunk. It just makes sense. If you know, you know, or you gotta hear it, alright? Because once it kicks off, it kind of goes again, but it also, towards the middle of the song, it changes tunes and, you know, rebuilds the song. The first half of, don't tell me, how did I forget the name of it? Ward. God, I'm very bad at my job, alright, I'm sorry. First half of Ward is kind of more like a faster pace. Not too fast, but like, it's definitely like, you know, something's going on. Something's happening, right? You know that stuff's going down. And then the second half of Ward is more of a lighter, you know, upbeat kind of pace. It's like, I wouldn't say the conclusion, but you know something good is going down. This guy is bugging. Am I the only one seeing this guy zip around? Like, surely I can't be. Hopefully I don't have to fight any more demons the rest of the time I'm ranking music. Ward, it's for its ability to be good and different at the same time, 8 out of 10. This man did not put sunscreen on. Why does no one put on their sunscreen? Is it really that hard? I don't think it's that hard, guys. Wade is very similar to Cat in the way that it's, you know, built. Because Wade, very similarly... I'm over here, buddy. Wade, very similarly to Cat, has a very similar build-up where it builds itself up. It continues, it goes and goes and goes. And then halfway through, it's gonna stop. It's gonna rebuild the song. Like, but the song is familiar, right? The beat is familiar, but it's different. It has this little sense of freshness to it. I can see you. You're not hidden. Ow. Fine, no. Go back to your corner. I was very fine. Just stab me there. Very similar to the Cat. I actually really like Wade because of its kind of funky beat it has. I like it a lot. Is I gonna die anytime soon? He's very interested on surviving. My throat died on me there. There's another round after this? Oh god. How do I praise Wade more? Oh, it's just very similar to the Cat. Where is he going? Come back. I mean, I guess I can move on to the next song. I kind of want a whole round to do that. Makes it easier. Oh yeah, die to the barrier. Make my life easy. No, die to the barrier. Make my life easy. Oh! Come on. Die. You know what? I'm just gonna cut till we're done. Pig Step. One of my all-time favorites because of its just fire beat. And at the time when it first came out, Pig Step was very, very new to what we knew of Minecraft music discs. And honestly, it's very refreshing to get something like that different, you know? honestly, Lana Ray just completely cooked with Pigstep because I mean, it's so popular. I mean, have you seen all the remixes it's gotten? That guy died so quickly. We're supposed to be talking about Pigstep. Stop dying. Yeah, all the remixes he got, it really shows just how good it is. And he's gonna kill himself. Which means I'm gonna have to go another round talking about Pigstep. That's fine, I actually don't mind. Pigstep's awesome. Perish! Ow, it hit me! Perish! Moving on. See, Pigstep, because it's so different, but it also has a very similar startup to a lot of other discs. You know, it's slow start, but, you know, the slow start is absolutely worth because the build up and then the slowing down to the beat drop and then the beat drop, it really, really ties the song just together perfectly because of just how good it is. I'm gonna die to that. Man, I'm really just out here throwing games. Wow. I can't believe I died to that. Alright, well, I'm gonna make sure to not die to that again, but I am just gonna whiff everything, so who knows. Maybe I am just gonna die to it again. I can't aim! Trying to talk about Pigstep. This guy's making me try. I'm gonna die. Nice one. Outstanding maneuver. Thought he could do it again? Not a chance. I'm really just letting the song kind of just play out right now instead of talking about it like I'm supposed to be doing. What's with you in this move? I mean, yeah, man, keep doing it. I'll keep sidestepping it. I'll keep sidestepping the move. I'm dead. I'm not very good at this game. Conclusion part of Pigstep after the beat drop is shorter than, you know, the intro of Pigstep as it starts to build up, as it just... But the build up is absolutely worth it, and you know what's coming too. It's even a little, it kind of baits you a little bit, because it's like, oh, it's gonna start now, and then it doesn't, but then after it starts, where did this guy go? Why do I get these players? Pigstep, 9 out of 10. I love Pigstep a lot. Oh god, he's doing it again. No. Alright, well I guess I'll just... Outstanding maneuver by me. We'll just talk about Other Side. Other Side is, again, a lot of the music discs follow the same principle, where they kind of start slow, where they kind of start off as, you know, kind of trying to build up to the song. Other Side is a little bit different, kind of, where the build up to the beat drop is, well, it's not as long as Pigstep, and it's not as long as other ones, and I kind of like that because it's, you know, it's not as long. It doesn't take super long to get to the good parts of the song. It's not really, Other Side doesn't really want you to wait to get to the fun part, but it's also not like super head bopping like Pigstep is, even though, you know, Pigstep should be longer. I like the extended versions; those are pretty cool. Is this really what we're doing? Why? Bruh. Anyway, so, but it also does what a lot of... Did you hit yourself? Oh, that was me. That was my arrow. He broke the block and it fell on him. Bruh. This guy is truly something else. But yeah, what Other Side does, it kind of, it makes itself feel familiar. Like it's a new disc, new song. You know, someone else to essentially make these musics. But, you know, it follows the very similar formula where it starts off slower, but kind of builds up. Then it... What do I... Who needs water? I don't need water. Starts off slower, builds up, but it kind of continues to stay, and it's like consistency, you know? It's consistent, but also maintains like the sense of being familiar. I'm really just a broken record right now. I'm just baffled that this is what I'm playing against. It's done. Other side, 8 out of 10. Relic is very retro when you hear it. If you've ever heard Relic, you'll know it. It sounds like something like in the background of like an 8-bit, like almost a retro kind of game where you're just kind of going about like exploring the streets of stuff. It's kind of cool actually because like I've played like a retro game before. Not like a good one, but like if you've ever played like 8-bit games, they kind of have a lot of character to them because a lot of the time, you know, the graphics aren't going to be anything amazing, so there's nothing to really look at because, well, it is, you know, it's an 8-bit kind of retro style game. So like the lore of it all, the character of it all, that's what matters. That's the gameplay, right? That's all there is. And Relic really gives that kind of feeling to it, and I like it a lot. Like it reminds me like there's like this 8-bit like wizard game out there where you can like have like a wizard build in like caves and like could do things. I forgot what it was called, but it's out there. I haven't heard the soundtrack, but I feel like Relic would be a soundtrack for that kind of thing, like retro kind of like adventure vibes. I feel like Relic just really fits that perfectly, and I like it. I like Relic of the newer discs that have come out. Ow! It has impressed me so far. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Yay! Creator is a interesting music disc. 'Cause when it starts off with kind of like ballerina like music box, and it almost starts out like you would expect like any of like the other like music discs to start out, where it's like all like creepy and, you know, trying to like tell the lore of Minecraft through like the music discs or whatever. But that's not what it is. If you give it a second, it'll get past the ballerina, you know, music box, and then the rest of the orchestra just comes in. Like just out of nowhere, there's bam, an orchestra's here, which is really, really cool. And then like some parts of the orchestra will come in out of nowhere, just start like going at it. Just I've lost my word. It's really, really good. I feel like I was there, right? Like I could go to like I could pay for tickets and someone could play Creator as like their thing, and it sound normal, right? It sound like, oh yeah, I went to a music concert and they played this song. Like I'd go there for that. Just as it starts, some orchestra come in, and then there's like this part where it's almost like a flute, kind of. And then towards the middle of the song, as per the usual with these Minecraft music discs, there's a little surprise waiting for us in the middle of the song. And the surprise this time is a surprise guitar riff just out of nowhere, just an electric guitar riff, just wham, just right down the middle of the song, and then it just stays with the rest of the song, which is actually kind of cool because because Creator has this. Again, there's an orchestra here. There's the there's the orchestra. It doesn't feel like it'd be necessary to have anything else. If anything, it's already like just a solid song all together, and then just out of nowhere, wham, orchestra, or out of nowhere, bam, electric guitar, just here and ready, just absolutely going at it, and I think it's crazy. Because I wasn't expecting it the first time when I heard, is this guy okay? Like, I wasn't expecting Creator to go as hard as it did, but it slaps. Absolutely. 9 out of 10. Did I rank, Relic? Are we talking about the same thing? Have I said Relic? Have I minced my words? Okay, Okay, well, Relic is a 7 out of 10, if I haven't ranked it already. And then Creator is a 9 out of 10. Sorry. I forgot. I forgot already. Just get this over with. Die, 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 die. Oh, don't heal. Alright. Well, then we'll move on to Precipice. Precipice is along with some, or the 3 newer songs. Oh, now he dies. Okay. As I start talking, bruh. Precipice, being alongside with the 3 new ones, has some big shoes to fill as our last song here. And honestly, I really don't know what to put for it. You know, Precipice is, I don't hate it, but I don't really have like a distinct liking for it. There's a lot of bells in Precipice, but there's also like, don't run, don't hit me and run. He hit my car and I was trying to run. Get back here, come back. Oh, there we go. When I hear Precipice, I get this like, I get this feeling of like adventure. What is he asking? I have a question. How did you have good aim? I play a lot. Yep, that's the key. Aim trainer? Nah, I play a lot. That's the key to it all, gamers. No life. Just no life everything, and it all works out. Yep. Anyway, back to Precipice. So Precipice gives me like this sense of like I feel like adventurous, I guess you could say. Like there's that kind of feeling to it all, but like kind of like how do I put this? I feel like I'm going through character development just by listening to Precipice. So I don't really hate it, but I don't really like it all that much. Not saying that I don't want to go through character development, but like I don't know how to feel about it. There is a lot of bells, which I don't mind. If anything, it just makes it more like kind of like an upbeat song. But yeah, Precipice is a confusing one to me because I don't know exactly how to rank it. So I think I'll leave Precipice's ranking up to you guys. What do you guys think about Precipice? Because to me, it's just an alright song. I mean, after, you know, Relic and Creator, I was expecting, you know, something, you know, crazy. I was expecting Precipice to absolutely just pop off, but, like, I don't know. I'll break your shield. I don't know. Nothing too much for me. Anyway, that's gonna be episode of PvP League. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Sorry for taking forever to, like, make a video. Summer hasn't been kind to me, but still trying to make videos. Hello, wild dog. How are you? Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. I got a video on the way. I think it'd be pretty interesting. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.